Hello Cancer, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for March 2018. It's a general reading, will cover all aspects of life, career, finances, general whatever issues you have. This reading is for the Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon and Cancer Rising sign, and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, watch your moon sign or your rising sign. Just move the camera a little bit. For this reading I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I'm going to draw an additional cards at the end to clarify. These cards will be from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Krans, which is this one. While I'm shuffling, I just quickly want to say thank you to all my subscribers for all your likes or your comments or your shares. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, contact me. All the information is underneath this video in description box, and my email address is tamara.tarot30@yahoo.com. You can also find me on Instango, which is mobile phone application. Okay, I'm going to do the Celtic Cross and I'm going to get 10 cards for you. In the heart of the matter, dear Cancer, we have the Hermit card. What crosses you is the Page of Pentacles. At the base of the reading we have King of Cups. In the recent past we have the Chariot. Crowns the reading is the Seven of Swords. In your near future we have the Judgment card. You yourself we see as the Knight of Cups. In your environment the High Priestess. Hopes and fears is King of Pentacles, and the possible outcome we have as the Five of Wands. Okay. The main card in the heart of the matter is the Hermit for you, dear Cancer, which tells that if there are any issues, if there are any problems in your life at the moment, dear Cancer, you need to find the answers within yourself. The Hermit is also a card of Virgo. Maybe Virgo person is significant for you and is the heart of all this situation, all this for you in the reading. Card of Hermit is also talks about being alone, being a recluse, and it's actually good for you to, this being on your own for a while. Use that torch to lead inside yourself and find an answers to whatever questions you have in life at the moment. To spend some time on your own, think, search your soul, search your heart, and find the answers within. That's what this card is talking about. Or as I said, it could be the Virgo person is significant for you. We also have the King of Pentacles in your hopes and fears, and this also could be represented by the sign of Virgo. What crosses you is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the new beginning, new start of some financial project. It also could be returns, financial returns, but it's not huge monetary sort of rewards. It's quite a small sort of, in a small numbers, but it's still nice to have to get. It could be like a small profit from something, maybe small pay rise. It's if you started some new, if you have your own business or something, if you started thinking some, profits coming your way, they will be in a small numbers, as I said, but still, it's already first steps. It's a very early steps in some sort of investments if you've made. As I said, Pages is very early stages of something. So as I said, if you started a new business, maybe you invested money, or if you started any project, financial project or investments, the money will be coming back to you in a small, as a reward, but in a small numbers. But as I said, it's very early stages. And maybe that's what worries you, that it's the numbers are not as big because it crosses you, not as big as you expected. And but as I said, dear Cancer, it's only early starts of this business, of this investments. So you need to be patient. And I see that's what your hopes are. Hopes are for this financial sort of security or something. You just need to be patient. But even small numbers, any bonuses, benefits are better than nothing. At the base of the reading, we have a King of Cups, which could be you yourself, dear Cancer. It represents sign of Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. This person is you at the base, maybe of all this situation. You're the main person in all this. The King of Cups is someone who is very emotional, someone who is going along with their emotions. And if we now talk about business, career, finances or something, sometimes it's not, and maybe that's why you're a little bit as I said about the Hermit, you need to look inside. Maybe that's why this Page of Pentacles is crossing you. You're not very sort of happy with that sort of small amount of money coming. Because you're very emotional, the water signs, especially Cancers, very emotional. They sort of, they follow their emotions rather than their head, rather than intellect. But they're also quite warm, they're very affectionate, they're very emotionally intelligent, so sure, they understand emotions in other people's and they know how to express their own emotions. So that is the base of your reading, dear Cancer. In the recent past, we see the Chariot. It's another card of you, your card. The Chariot represents sign of Cancer, but it also talks about movement, sort of victory, achievement of something, being in control of situation. If we talk about career or business or money or whatever situation is in your, I don't see any love here at the moment, because I already done the love readings. If you're interested, you can watch the love readings for the March 2018. It's on my playlist, but this one is mainly about the general situations in life. And I see that with the Chariot card in your recent past, you are in control of what you're doing. You might not be very satisfied with the outcomes, dear Cancer, but you know where you're going. You know what direction your life or situation is going, how it develops, and you're in control, you're ruling in the right direction. And it's very, very positive. As I said, it's a card of victory. If there was something, before, then, in the recent past, you've sorted everything. It's now, you're now in control of the situation. What crowns this is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, sometimes they call it a thief card, but I call it a savvy card. Sometimes we need to be savvy in business or in life situations in order to survive. It doesn't mean that we need to be nasty, but savvy is not nasty, it's just being clever, What I want to describe this card so that you understand why I'm calling it this way. On this card, there is a soldier who decided to get into his enemy's camp at night under the cover of the night and steal their weapons. And he couldn't take all the weapons, so he took 5 of the swords, 2 swords left. So by this act, his enemies will be weakened, and they won't be able to fight the next day, and they won't be able to win the battle. So it is a safe part from one point of view, but it's also very courageous, having a courage to do this, and bravery to do this, and also being clever to do something like this. We say that all the weapons are good in the war. So if you have a sharp brain and you use it as the weapon against your enemies, by being savvy, by being clever, and being able to, as far as I said, to start with, as far as it's not nasty, then it's okay. Or it could be someone else is managed to sort of do that to you. But I don't see any negative sort of cards here for you to be upset with that or anything. I believe it's more you, dear Cancer, you sort of made sort of that sort of act of bravery, and you sort of managed to get something. Sometimes in love readings, I give an example so you understand more what I'm talking about. Sometimes in a relationship, I know it's not a relationship reading, but in relationship, instead of going through the full blown up battle or arguments, we take what we can and we just go away and we leave that person and we leave the situation where we've been unhappy. We can't take everything, but we take as much as we can. So, as I said again, and again, if there's no nastiness, there's no horrible things, then it's fine. You just avoided something. So here we are. And in your near future, we see the Judgment card. It's a fantastic card. It's a card of Major Arcana. You've got actually 4 Major Arcana cards, which tells me that the March will be very significant for you, very important month. The Judgment card talks about being given a second chance. Second chance in whatever situation is around you at the moment, maybe with a job. If you, as I said, maybe you started something new. That was given to you by heavens, by spirits, or you started it, but it's like a second chance in something. It's also being woken up from something. If you in a previous, in a past, you've been quite passive and maybe negative or something, that is like a wake-up call. And you see she is depicted here, or he is depicted here as an angel. Someone from the heavens is sort of like woken you up, shaking you up. Come on, wake up, start again. There is a chance for you to achieve something, to be successful. And that's what this card about. It's just this little shake up from heavens, Come on, just get up. Stop, moaning. Stop, blaming the fate or destiny or anything. It's all in your hands. You've got an experience, life experience. You've got, what you need to do. And you need just to wake up. You've been given this second chance to revive, it's like card of reincarnation, and to start again. It's very positive. Sometimes also talks about giving chance, as again I mentioned, I've done too many love readings. If someone from the past is coming, it's giving someone a second chance. It could be a partner, maybe a partner in business, or I don't know, colleagues or someone, giving them another chance. If second chance is okay, but don't give them more than that, otherwise it's a bad habit. How they say, if you've done me once, it's shame on you. If you've done me twice, shame on me, because I allowed it. So yes, if it's just once, then give them that chance. And the way you see, so it's your card, you're very loving. As a Knight of Cups, that's the way you represent yourself to the world, as the Knight, and Knight is very sort of honorable figure. But this Knight is very loving, similar to it's sort of unmature version of the King of Cups. So you yourself again, or another water sign. As I said, I forgot to mention here that it could be you at the base of the reading, or another water sign. It could be Cancer. I did mention Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And the same here. It could be another water sign, or it could be you, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And if you're looking for love, dear Cancer, there possibly will be love offered to you with this cup of, or it could be, if you remember, I was talking about someone from the past. It could be a cup of love, but not love as the romantic love. It could be a platonic love, friendship, positivity on some sort of level. Maybe sort of you're offering your hand to someone, or maybe you want to reconcile with someone if there was any battles, and I see there was, or maybe that you remember when someone it could be a card of thief, and you decided if you found something about someone being stealing either from you, you might actually give that person another chance actually to sort of in whatever situation you are at the moment. But there will be more arguments, there will be more competitions, more battles over there in the future, dear Cancer. We'll come to that. But as I said, for you yourself, you're offering that, either you offering that cup or someone offers it to you. As I said, it could be a romantic gesture, or it could be on a platonic level. It could be just if you're given a second chance to this person, maybe you sort of offering them that cup of positivity. And in your environment, what its spirit tells you, if you're dealing with someone who's been sneaky and trustworthy or something like this, and you gave them a second chance, make sure you follow your intuition. If you followed your intuition by giving them second chance, maybe you're right and they deserve it. But just watch out, follow your gut feelings. You know better than anyone else. Follow your gut feelings. And also, this card is also a card of non-action. So you don't really need to do anything anymore at this stage, dear Cancer. If there was a situation, around someone taking something away from you. I forgot to mention that Swords is talking about thoughts, about our mental capacities, abilities. It could be some intellectual property stolen as well. When I talk about intellectual property, it could be some written work, project or research project or something which you've done, and people just signed their name underneath of this and presented it like their work, or just sort of literally cheated and picked up some of your ideas. That could be the situation at work or in business or somewhere. Follow your intuition. You don't need to do anything at this stage, because you just need to listen to yourself, listen to your gut feelings. No active actions actually required. And in your hopes and fears, we see that King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, someone who is very down to earth, very earthy energy from this person. He is very loyal, very reliable, someone who is very good with money. Could be representing like a bank manager, someone who works with finances as well. So yeah, it's if that's what you're hoping, it also can represent that. If you remember, I was saying about maybe that was crossing you and you weren't very happy with that sort of beginning of this business, how the business started developing. Maybe there wasn't enough profits or enough returns for you, but you're hoping for this sort of situation where it's a financial abundance and security, represented by this King of Pentacles. So that is in your hopes and fears. It could be actually an opposite way. Flip side is in fears. Maybe you, because the profit was so small that you have to deal with some sort of financial authorities, maybe with a bank manager or someone, and sort of either borrow more money or sort of explain to them why the situation, why you haven't got enough at this stage. But as told you, it's very early stages. It's too early for you to sort of getting into there's no troubles on the cards at the moment. So I know that you're fearing it, you worry about it, or hoping for better returns. If the situation is concerned about if you work for yourself and it's about your own business, then there is a lot of competition. If we talk about situation at work and there is something going on at work, there is the competition at work as well, and you need to shine, dear Cancer, at work. You can't at this stage, in a particular months of March, sit down and do the work you usually do. You need to sort of show people that what your abilities, what your capacities, that it's a competition and you need to shine in order to win that competition. So there will be other, if you're applying for another job or for a job or something, there will be other candidates. If you want to move along the career ladder, there will be other candidates, and you need to prove to your managers, to your bosses, that you actually worth this position. So you need to shine, you need to show yourself, show off yourself. So let's see what additional messages we have for you, dear Cancer, for the month of March. And as I said, it's a general reading, so I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, watch your moon sign or your rising sign, or book a private reading, and I can have a look in more details at your situation. And the first card for you is the Son of Cups. Son of Cups is the Knight of Cups, similar to, not similar, it's the same card as we had previously. So twice, definitely it's either news coming or some sort of, oh, 2 cards, let's see, oh, I don't want this one, the Devil card, and the Hierophant, okay. The Devil card is talking about some sort of unhealthy attachment, unhealthy situation. If the situation is causing you trouble, please, dear Cancer, don't drink too much, don't sort of take drugs and all this. It's also just, sometimes it just talks about unhealthy attachment. It could be a person. Maybe you know that this person is not good, either for business, either for you yourself personally, but we just somehow can't go away from this person. The card also talks about, represents sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, you see it's even depicted here. Capricorn could be significant for you in the month of March. And the Hierophant is telling you that you need to learn from the best. It's a card of learning from the very wise teachers. If there is, especially if you want to win that competition, if you want to be the one chosen for the job, for the position, for the promotion, or whatever it is, you need to learn from the best. Learn from your, higher managers. If you're in your own business, I don't know, attend some sort of seminars, courses, or something. You need to develop yourself in order to sort of develop from, as I said, on a high level. In order to sort of win that competition. The Hierophant also talks about the rules and regulations. Maybe you need to follow those rules and regulations which is implied by a big corporate company, if that's where you're working, or whatever area of life it's going on. You're working. It also talks about rules and regulations, talks about religious, and maybe religion is important for you, and religious factors affect your life at the moment. But it also talks about society rules and regulations if you belong to some sort of group or social group or something, so you're following that rules and regulations. And I mentioned that you've got that card twice, the Knight of Cups. Something is definitely coming to you with a very, very positive and loving sort of, it's either news or development of situation. And I think you are in the center of this because it's your card, water sign, and you're in the center of all this. You will manage to develop this situation, move the situation forward in a nice manner, because as I said, Cups is all about positive emotions. It will bring you happiness, will bring you love and positivity. Well, on this note, I would like to finish. That's all I have for you, dear Cancer, for the month of March. I hope it resonates with you. As I said, if it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or rising sign, or book a private reading. And I'm looking forward to see you next month in April. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.